As long as everything is done that needs to get done, yeah. Hi, Janet. Hi, Arlene. I'm good. How are you guys? Janet, Janet does not play. Janet does not play about Sunday lives. She sent me an email. She was like, I'm confused right now. Like, where are you? Last week. Hi, Karen. Janet Janet said, I hope you had a great few weeks. Hi, Kelly. Yes, Janet. You make me laugh. When I saw that email, I was like, oh, I have to reply. Yeah, so the week before last, where we were in Cabo. We went to Victor was in Puerto Rico, but I didn't go to Puerto Rico. We were in Cabo for a real estate conference, and then last Sunday through Wednesday, we were in Utah. Because I was asked to speak on stage. So your girl is evolving. So yeah, that's why I haven't been here. Now I'm not feeling well, but I was like, there's no way that I cannot come on my live. I would receive definitely an email from Janet. I think it's the change in like altitude from Utah to here. And it's just been all week. Huh? No, you could do it. It's mayo, some of that mustard, lemon juice, but I don't know if we have fresh lemon juice. So yeah, not feeling well, but I'm here. Janet said, oh yes, you would have totally gotten another email. I love that, Janet. Keep me accountable. I love that. But how is everybody doing? Anything new? Anything? How has life been the past couple of weeks? I don't have much travel within the next couple of weeks, so we should be fine for live. I was asked to speak on stage the end of March, but that's on a Tuesday, and it's in Fort Lauderdale, so that's not far at all. I don't know. I haven't decided if I'm gonna drive. I'm probably not gonna drive. I don't really like to drive by myself. I'll probably take the plane, or I could take the train too. What's the train? Brightline. So I'm not sure yet. Weather getting a little bit better. Okay. Well, that's a good thing. It's already getting warm here. It's like, can you let whiskey out, please? It's been in like the mid 80s for the most part. Earlier this week was cold. Karen said life's been good. Weather may be trying to actually get more spring like. Well, that's good. In Utah, it wasn't as cold as it normally is. There wasn't a lot of like snow on the ground. They didn't have a heavy winter this year. When we connected in Denver, it was cold in Denver, like really cold. Who is Croc 380 3877? You said let's link up. Who are you? But yeah, this week has been very, very busy, super blessed. I was out all weekend with the family from um the Massa in Massachusetts. I have to say it slowly. That's why Victor's like, you said it right. I have to say it slowly in order to like get it right. That's a lot of onions, pa. Oh, okay. Um, and so they're actually gonna split their time up between here and Dominican Republic. So they actually had a house built in DR, and he's a lawyer, so he needs to have residency here in the States. So he'll have a house here in Florida, and then he'll also have a house in DR. I'm actually going to Dominican Republic in May. It's my first time, so I'm super excited about that. Very, very, very excited. Hmm? I know. Where's our regular? We have Karen, we have Janet, we have Kelly, we have Arlene. Where's Phil? We're missing quite some people. Where are we going? So we're actually going to La Terrenas. We're going for a friend's birthday, and I've never been to DR, so I'm super excited about it. And La Terrenas is, you'll get that, like, that culture, Dominican culture, so I'm excited about that. Janet, have you been to DR? Karen said we need to get Wit in here and explain why those townhomes are electric and not gas. Oh yeah. Oh, hey, Wilfredo. Wilfredo said I'm not a regular, but I'm in here like swimwear. Wilfredo's on YouTube as well. We actually work out of the same office. Oh, Janet, you have. It's been 18 years. Ay, ay, ay. No, I'm excited, guys. Okay, we'll talk about real estate in a minute, but it's been a while since we, I think, what, 2 weeks that we haven't connected. So I had a consultation yesterday, and I had Katrina on there with me, and it's a family that currently lives in Pennsylvania, and they're Spanish. I think he's Dominican and she's Puerto Rican. So we're talking about a lot of things. My birthday. Hello guys. Even though some of you, I saw your comments. Um my birthday was on March 13th. So yes, happy belated birthday to your girl. So Victor was like, what do you want to do for your birthday? And I'm like, okay, I mean, we could go out to eat, we could blah 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 blah, right? The regular stuff. I was like, listen, I really, and I hope nobody's here is a vegan, but I'm not. So I I want to go, like, I really want to process a chicken, like from start to finish, right? We went through a rabbit, I think this one. We went through a rabbit hole on all that process, right? As far as like looking on videos. I think I've explained this before. So Victor actually he booked like an appointment for us at the end of April to go to a farm, and we're able to process, I think, 3 chickens each, from start to finish. So I'm extremely excited about that. I'm a city girl, so I've never even done anything quite like that. So I'm excited to also taste the chicken. From, it's not where it's filled with anything or like you get at the supermarket, right? So that's what we're gonna do at the end of April. I also want to do a rabbit too, because I've heard rabbit tastes really good. Again, I'm so sorry if you guys do. If there's anybody here that is just a vegan or vegetarian, I'm sorry. Don't take any offense. But it's but at the end of the year, I think there's a farm where they're gonna provide that service too for rabbits. So I definitely told Vic that I want to go ahead and do that. So I'll let you guys know how that works. And quail. I've never done quail. Janet said Alexis. Oh wait, Janet doesn't. Janet, you don't eat meat, right? I think you don't eat meat. I think it. I think you don't eat meat. So yeah, I'm. That's what I wanted to do for my birthday. Barry N69 said, "Hello, Alexis. Hey, Barry. I'm in New York City. Okay, I'm 100% vet. Thank you for your service. Does my VA loan only apply for a primary residence if I were to buy in Florida, or can I use it as an investment property? I have not seen where someone's able to use a VA loan for an investment property. It has to be your home, not as an investment. Hey, Mr. Grice. Okay, Janet doesn't eat chicken. Okay, Karen said no freaking way. I can't eat Bugs Bunny. Listen, anybody here has eaten rabbit? I heard it's a particular rabbit. Like you don't eat jack rabbits. I heard that there's a particular. I can't remember. I don't remember the name. Huh? No, I don't think it's the albino ones. Um, it's not jackrabbit. They say jackrabbits. No, you don't eat jackrabbits. It's a different rabbit. But I'm excited for that. So yeah, VA, no, you can't use it for an investment property. Oh man, I tell you, I love having conversations. Oh, I was telling you for a reason. Okay. So we had a buyer consultation yesterday, right? And we were just chopping it up. It was via Zoom. And we were talking about food and all of that stuff. And we were talking about the chickens. Did anybody has anybody so okay, this is what they said, that sometimes when they cook their meat, they brown it in sugar. Like they use a caldero, they put oil in the caldero, and they put like the brown cane, like the raw sugar, and they basically baste their chicken in that. But I've never done that. Has anybody else done it? Oh, it is Wit. Wait, Karen, we have Wit on here. Okay, Wit. Karen has a bone to pick with Colin Builder, okay? She's asking, and I'm asking too, why are the townhomes have electric and not gas? Look, Karen said, Wit, why electric in the townhouses? Wit. Ooh. Okay, Janet said, I put sugar in my oil to cook. Really? I've never, yes. Yeah, Victor's like, yes, I was having this conversation with new clients that we were talking to yesterday, where they take the oil, they put the sugar, they let it brown just a little bit, you don't burn it, and then they put their seasoned meat in it.
Sugar fried chicken sounds amazing.
Victor says sugar fried chicken sounds amazing. Remember that will turn real fast. Look, oh my goodness, look, Shirley said it's delicious. Janice said your meat will come out a beautiful color. All your meat. I've never even heard of that until yesterday, and now you guys are saying that is a thing. Wow. You could put a little Worcestershire sauce in the thing too. I don't think we have fresh lemon, so we could leave out the lemon. Oh, Wit said that the townhomes are frame built, and we figured that was the safest option. Okay. Karen said, wow, never tried that, but I don't fry a lot of things anymore. Well, it's not necessarily frying, Karen. It's just a little bit of oil. Janet said, so I cook my steak chuleta. Eso se llama sofreír la carne. Did I say it right? Sofreír? Look at your girl speaking Spanish. Brown stewed chicken is made like that. It's a Caribbean thing. I gotta try it, guys. I have to try it. I love I love trying new things. So I definitely Janet said good job. Thank you, Janet. Just a little bit, yeah. And then you did the brown mustard? Okay. I gotta try it, guys. All right. So what's happening new in the Florida market? You know, we have, of course, where DeSantis is trying to get the no property taxes approved. We have a lot of builders, and I'm gonna have Will come on here maybe if not next weekend, maybe the weekend after, maybe that Sunday. I'm gonna ask him to see like what are his thoughts on the like they have a lot of builders now are offering like FHA 5-1 ARM, right, where your interest rates are extremely low. I've seen them as low as like 3 point, like let's just say 7.5 for 5 years, and then afterwards it can go up not more than a point each year, right? So I want him to explain that. A lot of builders are offering that as an incentive right now. Yes, your payments will be, low for the first 5 years, but then also you have to think about, you're gonna want to refinance too, right? So that's a lot of builders are offering that. Of course, they're still offering special interest rates, FHA, VA, conventional as fixed, right? So I've seen where some are offering fixed FHA at a 3.99 and a fixed conventional at a 4.99, right? So they actually, I had a lot of clients interested in this new community in Claremont. Is called Lake Haven Estates, and they just came out with the prices, and it's definitely, I knew that they were going to be higher. So they have so many different product lines, but they do have bungalow style homes where it's a 1 floor and not a 2 floor. Those base prices are going to be like I believe they were in like the 460s. So of course you could do a to be built and built for the ground up. Janet said, I will email you how to do it. Yes, please, Janet. Please do so, because I really do want to try it. And we need to do the Zoom thing. I'm going to figure out how we do the Zoom thing. I promise you, for April, we will do a Zoom. But I'm gonna need everybody's, I think I will need everybody's email addresses. I have yours, Janet. But whoever wants to be a part of you guys could just email me your email if you don't want everybody else to have your email type of thing, right? Because this is a public forum. So let me see. You guys can email me your email. Just say hi. And if you want to be a part of our Zoom meeting, which I think will be pretty freaking cool, so we could see everybody's faces. Let me see if I return Alexis Diaz at evolveestatesgroup.com. That's my email right there. Karen asks, will you be 55 when you make the move? We have a new community coming for 55 plus snowbirds. So 55 and over snowbirds. Karen said, okay, Whit, understandable. I will probably just have to get used to it, because now we'll be spending a lot of my time in Thailand, split with Kalesa. My girl is what is it called? Is it a Globetrotter? No. Globetrotter, right? How do I say it? Globetrotter. Trotter?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. Janet said I was on last time and you tried the Zoom and it was a fail. Yes, Janet, it's gonna be right. Karen said I'm 60 now. Shh, don't tell anyone though. Wait said Alexis, we need to set up a phone call Zoom when I get back from the Bahamas to go over a lot of new things. Oh yes. Wait, you in the Bahamas? Good for you. It's spring break. Have a napkin. I don't know if we talked about this last time, guys, but culantro in your tuna fish sandwich, game changer. Did you put salt and pepper, Paul?
Pepper, yeah, salt.
Yeah, it needs a little salt, but
Some of us have high blood pressure.
who has high blood pressure? Not me. Okay. Any questions you guys have on real estate? Yeah, we're on spring break this week. But the kids go back already tomorrow. We were on spring break last week. So I put the kids in camp because I put the kids in camp. Janice said we start hours first week of April. So guys, the airports were so packed. Like so packed. I was like, I don't see myself traveling with 6 kids when during spring break. I just don't. So we're gonna go on a cruise. I don't know when, probably July. Or August. Anybody else was on spring break this week? Anybody do when your kids were little, did you guys do like travel during spring break or did you stay local? Sorry guys, I'm starving. I haven't been eating much and I'm just like starving now. Karen said that your phone rang and my dog came running. Oh my goodness. Babe, I need some salt in here. Hold on. Just a little bit. Okay. Okay. So I don't know. I don't know what I definitely want to do. Wait, what did Jenna say? Hold on. Jenna said we don't travel for spring break because my boys and usually have a different break. Oh, last year and this year it was the same. I told Victor, I was like, I give it to the parents who travel with their kids, especially in the airport. It's just too much. It's too much, especially us having 6 kids. Number one, it's gonna be super expensive. That's why I'd rather do a cruise with them. And we could have staycation. It is really chaotic. And then now is TSA still not getting paid? The employees still not getting paid? Yeah, it was hectic. Karen said we used to head to South Carolina, but their break is different from ours. Anybody here work for TSA? Guys, I know this is not a food channel, but as I mentioned, if you haven't done a culantro on top of your tuna fish sandwich, you guys are missing out. It's amazing. No, they're not. They're talking about sending ice to fill in. Yeah, it's Janice said everywhere is super packed too. Are you guys cruise people? I love that we have, we have Port Canaveral, we have Tampa. I don't think I've ever left out of Tampa. We have Miami. Well, Fort Lauderdale, yeah, Miami area.
We've never been to Tampa.
No, we didn't. We never went to the Tampa one.
Because we've only been on like 2.
But any real estate questions that I can help answer, you guys got me here. Just want to make sure. I definitely, like I said, I want to get Will on here just so that we can talk about financing. Oh, hi. Yes, Arabelis and Elvis in the house. Okay, they are cruise lovers. I love that. So they're actually going to be here in this upcoming month. And we're going to check out Kalesa. So we're going to meet up with Whit and some different areas too. Karen said, yes, I am, but haven't been in over 18 years. Daughter is scared to go. Oh. Arabelli said, yes, we are so excited. I love that. Oh my goodness. I don't know if you guys remember, but was it last year or the year before? I think it was the year before where the kids went on the cruise for the first time. And they were like, wait a minute, like we could order anything we want. When we had like the dining, they were all ordering each of them appetizers and entrees and desserts and all that. So not soon after, we went to go eat at a restaurant, and you had to see Caleb was like, okay, and he's telling the waiter, okay, I want this for the appetizer, I want this for my entree, and I want this for dessert. I was like, hold up, kid, hold up. I said, this ain't a cruise. I said, you need to we're gonna share some appetizers and you can choose your entree. Dessert, I don't know, it's we gonna see how we feel. Hi, Bev. So they were living the life in on the cruise because they could eat so much, they could have whatever they want, right? So I thought it was so fun. It was so funny. Yeah. Especially Caleb. I was like, kid, you're gonna have to slow your roll. And we were eating at it's a place called Gloria Esteban's, Gloria Esteban's, right? But is it called Esteban's? It's in Kissimmee. It's really, really good restaurant, but it's type, the prices are up there, especially when you're already eating for a family of 8, with a family of 8, for a family of 8. Janet, you've never done a cruise? Oh my goodness, Janet. Okay. I think if you start off with she said, I can't stop thinking of the Titanic. I know. Janet. I went on MSC last year, but that was a real estate for a real estate conference. I wasn't a big fan of MSC. I do like Royal Caribbean. Anybody like Carnival people here? Like, what's your cruise of choice, your cruise line? Ooh, Bev is going on a cruise this year. I really want to do a Disney cruise. I gotta sell more houses for a Disney cruise because no lie, you're talking about like $20,000 for all 8 of us. It's a lot of money. Bev, where are you going? Arabelli said Norwegian is great. Really? Okay. How about for with kids too or more adults? Has anybody done a Disney cruise here? Karen said, last one I did was Carnival, but I really want to try Royal. I really like Royal. I've done, how many Royals have I done? No, I think I've only two Royal Caribbeans. Okay. Arabelli said, depending on the ship. Has anybody done like a Europe cruise? Okay, Bev is going to Dominican Republic and the Bahamas. Oh, I love that. Felix said, Disney here, it's okay at best. I'll stick to Royal if I'm spending that much money. Really? I do like Royal. I liked what they had to offer. I started to cut it. When we went with the kids, how much was it? When we went with the kids, I think it was still a good like $10,000. Okay, Bev said the Virgin Islands. I love that. Felix said only worth going on Disney for my 3-year-old daughter who loves the characters. Okay. Bev said, isn't Disney more children oriented? I think so, but I've also heard where they cater to the parents too. Food on Disney is whack. Really? Okay, but do you like the food in the parks? Or is it the same thing? Because I mean, in the parks is okay. Like I really like their what do I really like of Disney? Their waffles? Is it their waffles that I like? The Disney waffles? The Mickey waffles. So I heard that they cater to them too. So I mean, guys, this is an open forum today. I didn't have anything planned. I just definitely wanted to show up because I haven't shown up in 2 weeks, and I already have my family being like, "Oh, where are you, girlfriend?" Like, hello, you know. So I just wanted to make sure. So this is why we just talking about anything. If you guys have specific questions or you want to know something or what have you, then definitely ask. And I'm just gonna be eating my tuna fish. Felix said Royal has the best food. Okay. I went to Janet said you didn't want another email from me. No, Janet. I didn't. I was a little scared. I was like, you know what? If I don't show up right now, Janet's gonna send me an email. Okay, so we went on MSC last year, and honestly, the food was alright. But I think what bothered me the most was the service. Like the service sucked. Like, you would ask for something and it was like you were a bother like to them. So it honestly wasn't my favorite cruise line. And then I've started off with Royal Caribbean, so it was a big difference in food and quality and service. How are the sales up there? They're picking up, honestly. There's a lot of like I've seen some like multiple offer situations, but again, those are not like where it's not it's not COVID time, right? But there are multiple offer situations, especially if the house looks good. It's in a great location and it's priced right. There have been some multiple offer situations. Um, the biggest thing is pricing the house right. Once you overprice it and then you start doing, price decreases, and it just gets less and less appealing. Bev said would like to do a Europe cruise. Yeah, actually, one of my friends, it's her 20th year anniversary, and I think they're doing like a European cruise. Okay. Molly's people said, what do you think of manufactured home communities for people interested in snowbirding? I've noticed listings that have land leases and ones that you own the land. I mean, if it were me, I wouldn't do the one that you don't own the land, like it's land leases, like you have a lot rent, right? I personally, I did. You're not building. You're not. It's not your house essentially because it's not your land. You're renting the land, right? But there are some where you own the land as well. I have a there's a few of them in Davenport too. I don't know if your name is Molly. I'm just assuming, but there's a few of them in Davenport, and it's a lot of people from Canada own in there, right? And so there's snowbirds, and then they'll visit for a few months, right? I don't necessarily. It's preference whether you prefer a manufactured home or a condo. You also have to look to see what the monthly fees are too, right, with the condo and in the manufactured community. Karen said I would love to do Karen said, I would love to do a Hawaiian cruise. I want to go to Hawaii. I've never been. I definitely want to go. I know a lot of my clients who served in the military have been to Hawaii. Manny said, I see all the listings here not selling that fast. So it's gonna depend, honestly. It really is gonna depend. You'll have a harder time, especially like here, you'll have a harder time. Hold on, somebody's leaving me a message. I just see. So okay, yeah, I have a few listings, and that's why I'm just getting calls because it's picking up. The market is picking up, especially during springtime. But what you'll see is that, like I mentioned, if the house is not priced right, it's gonna sit. It's gonna sit. Well, another thing too, the houses that are in a community that the builder is building in, those stay on the market a little longer too, unless you're pricing them like way below what the builder is offering and pricing them at. So it really is going to depend, but I promise, like if you price your house correctly, it's not going to sit on the market as long as other ones that do not price their house right. There have been, especially this year, where I've had to turn down quite a few listings because the sellers just weren't in alignment with what the house would sell for versus what they wanted to put the house on the market for. It's just like, I'm not going to take a listing just to take it, right? Like my job is not to list the house. My job is to sell the house. So if we're just not in alignment, then I just personally wouldn't take the listing. Hey, Alan, with a Y. Phantom Lord, we need to set up a Zoom call. We texted the other day trying to find a place from Long Island to Orlando area. Yes, definitely. Definitely. Man, we've had quite some people. Now I'm on your girls on TikTok and Instagram and all this. It's a whole nother world compared to YouTube. I promise it's a whole nother world. But it's definitely been interesting. I would say that it's been interesting. So you guys know I tell you guys a lot. So my brother, like my actual like related brother, blood related brother, reached out to me on my birthday. and saying happy birthday and how he really wants to reconnect and all that other stuff. So I told him, I put my boundaries in place because boundaries are necessary, especially if you want to keep your peace. And so we're on the same page as far as long as you don't talk about our mother or bring her up, we're good. We can try to work on our relationship. So we'll see how that goes. I tell you, I don't think I've talked to him for a few years. So I think that was really nice of him to reach out to me for my birthday and kind of have a come to Jesus moment where it's just like, okay, like, our relationship is different than from her, right? So I was like, as long as you don't pressure me or anything like that, we should be okay. And as long as you respect my boundaries, because boundaries are extremely important, as I mentioned. So we shall see. Um, You think APR? Manny said, do you think APR will go down to 3 to 4% like 2017? I see the rates are 6.53. So the rates actually went up. We were going down, and then they went up. But I do think it has everything to do with what's going on in Iran. So I honestly don't see rates going down 3 to 4%, not market rate. Like, yes, these builders can bring them down to around 3.99% for, um, but I just don't see us going down that low, especially where we're already at we're already in the mid sixes. But they were in the mid fives, and then now we're back into the mid sixes. But I don't see it going that low. But if it does, then that's amazing because it'll make a big difference. It'll provide a lot of uh more purchasing power to a lot of buyers, right? Or be able to qualify buyers now. Thank you, Bev. Yes, your girl. I laid super low for my birthday, but Karen said praying for you and your brother to reconnect successfully. Yes, that's amazing. Thank you so much, Karen. I really appreciate that. We shall see. So 2026 only has one intended rate decrease 0.25. That's about it for this year. There was actually supposed to be, there was talks about actually a couple decreases, but as I mentioned, it was in the mid fives and now they're already up. That's why a lot of people are going with new construction because the builders are able to bring those interest rates down. At a fixed, well, you have fluctuating one and you have fixed options as well. Peter, hi, we will be moving to Florida from UK in 2028. When our youngest finishes kindergarten. We're going to visit in August. How early, late should we be looking at communities? Planning are they planning 2028? So number one is not okay. So there's always going to be building here, especially in the Central Florida area, right? So let's say that you explore, I'm just saying, a Pulte home and you really love their Medina floor plan, right? In that community where you saw it, it may no longer be available in 2028. But I'm very, very, very positive and sure in saying where there will be definitely a community that will have the Medina in Central Florida area, right? And there's constantly new communities being developed. Phantom said, I have 3% here in New York, but I hate it here enough to move and give that up. I felt that. I currently have 1.99. I have 1.99 and we've outgrown this house, but I'm going to use it as an investment property, so I'll end up renting it out. I just don't know where my next place is going to be. I just don't know. Vic really wants to be closer to Orlando. I want to be, in the boonies on having a farm and the chickens and maybe a cow. I don't know. But so we have two separate visions on where we see ourselves. So I don't know. Peter said, we watch all of your videos. Thank you for the info. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. I really don't take that lightly, especially there's a lot of people who, I think I had one who's been watching me for the last 3 years, right? And now it's time when they want to go ahead and start the process. And I'm always expressing so much gratitude because there's so many real estate agents on social media, on YouTube. Sometimes we even cover the same exact houses, right? And so for you guys or for whoever to call me, I'm so appreciative of that, right? And I always say that at the end of the day, we all have access to the same exact houses, right? All of us, same exact houses. It just really comes down to who you want to work with and who you vibe with and who you feel like really, connects with and has your back, right? So there's people who, and I'm just telling you guys this because you guys are my family, right? Like there's a big difference between like the short form content on platforms like your Instagram, your TikTok, versus YouTube. I feel like YouTube, I'm really able to connect with my viewers, right? Like build that trust. It's long form content, right? So as versus the short form content where the people really don't know me unless you know me from my YouTube, right? So it's a little bit I think it's like a little bit extra work where it's just you're trying to build, a relationship or connection with these short form videos, right? So again, I don't take it lightly. Of course, you have those buyers who are talking to like 50,000 real estate agents, and I'm just like, I'm not your girl. I'm not gonna sit here and tell you why you should work with me. No, I'm not your girl. So and I'm okay with that, right? It's so funny. I had a call this week. So I have a listing. I'm selling a house in Auburndale, right? And so the guy calls me. He's from New Jersey. And he's like, oh, I want to see this house, blah, 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 blah. Okay, we can definitely show it, but I need to let you know that number one, are you working with a real estate agent? No, I'm not working with a real estate agent. Okay, so what we need to do is, if in order for you to see this one house, we have to have a showing agreement. What does that mean? Is that now I'm allowed to show you this house if you like it. Since you do not have a real estate agent, then I'm able to represent you, right? But you cannot show a house without either a buyer broker agreement or a showing agreement, right? And he was just like, oh, well, I'm not signing anything. And I was like, okay. I mean, if you don't sign anything, you can't see this house. And then he was like, oh, well, I called the different real estate agents with different houses, and I saw the house without signing anything. I just didn't like those houses. And I was like, well, let me tell you. I said, those real estate agents are not doing what they should be doing. They can either lose their license or get a fine. I have 6 kids to feed. I'm not losing my license and I am not getting fined. And it was just so, it was more of that he didn't want to sign, but it literally was just for that house. And I just can't do anything about it. So we didn't show him the house. And I would have known anyways, because I am the listing agent. Yeah, Janice said that's where you say bye. Yeah, I was like, that's so funny. My assistants sent me a text message and she was like, they were like, bye. And I was like, there's just no way. Like, I cannot do that. I will not risk my license or me being fined. They're thousands of dollars. No, thank you. So, and then, you have people who are just, there sometimes a buyer broker agreement sounds very like confining, right? And it's really not that serious. Like, if we're in an agreement and you, for whatever reason, we're not like vibing, or you just like, oh, I'm not gonna move or whatever, then it is what it is. Then we cancel it and that's it. I never want to like work with somebody who doesn't want to work with me. Like, that's just not how I roll. I'm not desperate. I'm blessed to have people who are like, let me know, let's like give me the documents and I'll sign, right? Type of thing, So it is what it is. Okay, let me okay. Karen said that she has a 3.25. That's great too. But yeah, but your quality of life, right, Karen? So that's why you're gonna live in Thailand and then you're gonna be in Florida and you're gonna just be like, a global superstar. How much incentives can we get on a new bill? Who has the best incentives? I heard DR Horton and Lennar. So Lennar actually doesn't have the best incentives. Um, I'm not a big fan of Lennar. Lennar, they're a lot of where it's just like, oh well, if we increase the price, then we're able to, give you A, B, and C, right? Type of thing. I personally don't like it. DR Horton has some good incentives. DR Horton, I've seen their interest rates as low as a 3.99. They're covering most of the closing costs. Who else has really good incentives? Highland Homes always has good incentives. They cover all of the closing costs plus the prepaids. And if it's a move-in ready home, then sometimes they are able to offer lower interest rates as well. So the who doesn't have good incentives either? KB Homes. They don't have good incentives. They have like $7,500 towards closing costs, which is like, really though. Molly's people said, we love you because you keep it real. Yes. Jana said, but no one is Alexis. No. Bev said, right. Alexis, you are the best. Thank you so much. Arabeli said, we don't see any other real estate videos but yours. It's not the same. No, like Katrina always says, is that because I've seen a lot of people, a lot of real estate agents are starting to do the numbers on the end of their videos, right? And which I think is great. I think that's why I started that. I started Monarch School of Real Estate to be as transparent as I possibly can and to give you an idea of what to look forward to, right? Because either you're a first-time home buyer and you don't know how it works. A lot of people don't even know that there's closing costs. What are closing costs, right? Or even if you have owned the home but you haven't bought in a really long time, there's a lot that has changed, right? Or if you're like, okay, if you're buying new construction and you don't know that the taxes the first year extremely low because it's only based on the land, right? But the second year you're gonna get smacked in your face with a higher tax bill, right? You need to know all of these things. And so I love that they're educating their their viewers, right? But like Katrina always says, the recipe could be the same, but the flavor is never the same. Janice said, I may never move to Florida, but I won't stop being here. Janet, you're so funny. What do you think about Mascot? I think Mascot is a developing area. It's not as developed. There are some with every area, right? Where it's like you have a lot of like manufactured homes, maybe not in the best shape, right? What I really like about Mascot is how closer it is to it's much closer to like the Claremont area, Groveland, right? I do like so in Mascot, and it's a nice community. Onyx Homes is there, and they built is Onyx Home in Mascot or is it Groveland? I think it's in between. But yeah, it's definitely a great area to look into. The prices are a little bit lower there. Hold on. Sescobar said, I'm looking for a multifamily in Ocala or Kissimmee. Yeah, especially especially in Ocala. They have like the duplexes. They have new ones. They have like brand new ones. They have duplexes and or multifamily, yeah, in Kissimmee too, but those are probably going to be resale. Yes, call me in November. Yeah, it's in the border. D-Man said, my wife and I love your YouTube channel. We're finally considering relocating to Florida from Maryland and with plans of retiring. I love that. Well, we got you. And you know, there's some people, unfortunately, where they take your information and then they end up. So I had one where I was actually really upset about that, where we had a great connection. We had you know, I provided all the information that they asked me for, but they hadn't, we sent them the buyer broker agreement and they hadn't signed it, right? Mind you, I'm giving them all the information that they're asking for. And we got it on the calendar to look together for when they were going to come here. And all of a sudden, we're reaching out, and we get an email, and it's like, it's basically like, oh well, and mind you, they live in a completely different state. And she was like, oh well, you know, my realtor here says that she knows the area and that she could do a lot of, like, you know, she could call the builders and all this other stuff, and she has friends and family that live in the area so that they can go check out the area, so we're good. I'm like, you're like, she was like, oh, so we got it covered. Oh, okay. Okay. So you have people like that, and there's just no way around it, right? You just deal with so many different types of people. There's just no, I will say, the amount of people that have, no, I cannot lie to you, Janet. Yes. I promise you. And I'm like, but your real estate agent, number one, it doesn't sound like she's licensed here, right? Like, so it was just basically where they're cutting me out. And after I gave them all the information, the builders, everything, the standard features, the base prices, the lot prices, everything. Because I did it without the buyer broker agreement, because I didn't show them anything yet. But I did it as, you know, kind of, what's that word called, where it's just like the good faith, right? Good faith. But then it's like, you're wrong if you ask for the buyer broker agreement like on your first meeting. So it's kind of like, it's a double-edged sword. A lot of things are a double-edged sword. You're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't, right? Oh yeah, a slap in the face. Yeah. And so, but I will say, I'm blessed enough to have a lot of clients who are just super loyal, and they're like, listen, even if it's not right now, you know, I got you, type of thing, right? Like, I have a lot of clients who are extremely loyal to me, and I really appreciate that. But you have those who just kind of like, really, like, type of thing, like, really. I've had quite some. Last year we had a good amount, and this year it was just, we've had a couple so far. But it's the name of the game, honestly. It really is. I don't think really people understand like what we do as real estate agents. I don't think, you know, unless you own your business and unless you're like commission based, then you'll truly understand, and you'll value, you know, you'll value someone's time, you'll value someone's efforts, right? But if you and not only that, but I'm just saying, like, of course there's people if they work in the corporate world or a 9 to 5 and still understand, but it's most times than not, it's where you just don't truly understand how, like, only having a job where it's just commission based, right? Because it's like, if it doesn't close, you don't get paid. So it's all good. Karen said, I feel the same way, Janet. If I decide to do Thailand and use family's address for home base, I'll be still watching and sitting here on Sundays, even when it's 5:30 a.m. over there. I'm gonna come visit you in Thailand, okay? People don't understand. Sometimes we have to defer to smarter folks. I'm smart, but would never act like I know more than an agent. True story. I mean, definitely the real estate agents. Number one, no real estate agent is created equally. I would say that for a fact. Like, yes, you have some really bad real estate agents where it's just like, wait a minute. And then you also have real estate agents where they've been in the industry for like 35 years, right? And just, I love the ones where it's like, well, I've been in the industry for 35 years. Yeah, but where's your professionalism? Like, that doesn't give you the right to speak to anybody any kind of way, right? Type of thing. Or if you've been in the real estate industry for 35 years, but I've sold more than you within the last 6 years that I've been a real estate agent, right? Like, let's not do that. Let's not do that. Um, we will be moving from Colorado to On Top of the World, hopefully before July 4th. Well, congratulations. Did you guys decide on did you guys visit On Top of the World yet? Karen said they'll never be happy wherever they end up because they started off wrong and manipulative. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, again, there's just no way of avoiding situations like that. But I always say that there's always a reason for everything, anyways, right? I want to go to Thailand. You're definitely gonna be our agent when we're ready. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, we're super excited. We're super blessed. Have just a lot of good stuff coming up. Colorado. Have we been to Colorado? Yes, I've been to Colorado. I actually really like Colorado. We stood in Denver. On Top of the World. So On Top of the World is right next to Kalesa. Bev said this is true. Some don't know how to communicate to their clients. I had one. Oh my gosh. My seller was livid. So the seller is actually the builder. And I had one where an agent gave the buyers the code. Oh my gosh. Without so they literally just went into the house with no real estate agent. So he ended up having to go to the house to change the code to the lockbox because I wasn't near there. So no agents are created equally. I mean, we're not perfect either, right? Like stuff falls through the cracks and things like that, right? So try not to let it happen, but sometimes it just does happen. Me and my lady are first responders. She's dispatch and I'm law enforcement. Are there programs for us? My money is funny. Well, my money is funny. My money is funny and my credit don't get it. So I think that I think they still have money in Hometown Heroes. Maybe you want to look into that, where I don't know if you're a first-time home buyer, but you would have to be a first-time home buyer for this program. And they give you up to 5% of the loan amount to use towards down payment and some of the closing costs as well. So that's something that you can look into. Sometimes like the builders will have a special credit, like a Hometown Heroes type of thing. So I know that some have like a $1,500 credit, some have like a $2,000 credit. We like Princess Cruises just did a 10-day Eastern Caribbean. Wow, amazing. I love that. So did you already buy a house in On Top of the World? Any other questions before we get off this and then you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday? I got a long week ahead of me. What are this week? This week's videos are tomorrow. Well, both of Monday and Tuesday are going to be some townhomes that are in Davenport, built by Pulte. Actually, I really like them. I like how they look. Anything else that we can help answer, let me know. If not, I hope that you guys have an amazing week. Stay blessed. And I'm going to see if maybe I could have Will come on next week. Yeah, definitely look into Hometown Heroes. I believe that there's still some funds in it. It didn't go as quick as they have in the past. Okay, I'll check my spam. So yeah, I already put my email. I put my email in here. Where is it? Hold on. I'm gonna plan for us to do like a Zoom. So if you want to send me an email of your email, that would be great so that I have it if you're interested in it. So here, I put it right here on the screen. That's my email address. So if you want to send it to hold on. plan to go. Are there townhomes gas or not? I haven't seen any of the townhomes that I've walked through gas. I've seen most of them electric. So if you guys are interested in doing like a whole group Zoom, just send your email to this email. I know you don't really want to comment it because everybody have your email, right? So you can send me an email here. I'll try to plan for it for April. And then yeah, let's see. All right, guys, I hope you have a great week. Let me know if you guys need anything. Remember, if you know somebody who's looking to relocate to the Central Florida area, definitely share my information. We would love to help them. And we love you guys so much, and have a good week.